Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm your host, Jane Klaus. Now, it may not seem like it in some areas of the country, but the snow is melting, the flowers are blooming, and spring is upon us. So we're giving you some practical advice to get you ready for the new season. But before we dive into the tips, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. A trip to the new African American Museum of Southern Arizona, and why adding a new dwelling unit to your home might be perfect for you. Plus, enormous butterflies and humongous ants, all part of a must-see exhibit for the family. That and so much more on this episode of Creative Living. It's almost time to come out of winter hibernation. Yes, spring is right around the corner, so we've got some simple steps to help you jumpstart your spring home projects. First up, let's tackle those outdoor spaces that have been neglected all winter. The gutters and downspouts have probably collected falling leaves, so clear out the debris. Uncover the outdoor furniture and give it a good wash. And don't forget to check the grill to see if it's in good working order. And your windows are sure to show the streaking signs of cold, so grab a bucket and clean the inside and outside panes. And while you're at it, wash or dry clean your draperies. You can also add some lightweight shears to lighten up the space. This is also a perfect time to see if your roof is in good shape. If you're not able to safely get on your roof to look for damage or collect debris, call in a professional. Replacing any missing shingles or cleaning up moss or mold could help you avoid a big roof repair down the road. Moving inside, spring is the best time to pare down any clutter you may have accumulated. To not feel overwhelmed, make a room-by-room plan. And don't put pressure on yourself to do everything at once. Start small and tackle one area at a time. Make keep, donate, and trash boxes so when you go through your clutter, you have somewhere to toss those items. Remember, if you haven't used an item in a year, you probably don't need it. One space that sometimes can get overlooked is the pantry. So take time and go through your canned goods to make sure nothing is expired. Then, make a list of the items you need to stock up on to get ready for the season, like barbecue sauce for upcoming cookouts. Now, we're not going to say you have to do a deep spring cleaning just yet, but our houses do get messy from being closed up all winter and little feet tracking in mud. So consider making a list indicating one room that you'll deep clean each week. And by the start of spring, you'll have the house sparkling for the season. Now that your space is clutter-free, it's time to decorate. You can re-energize your home by adding colorful pillows, throws, and duvet covers. Yellows and greens are popular colors this year and will add a fresh springtime feel to any room. And a simple rearranging of furniture can give your rooms a completely new look. However you decide to jumpstart your spring, just start small and you won't feel overwhelmed. And looking on the bright side, it's springtime. If space is lacking in your home, it might be a good time to consider an ADU. These accessory dwelling units are all the rage in home remodeling.
An ADU is accessory dwelling unit and has become one of the most popular solutions to housing in the United States. In California, over the last decade, they significantly reduced the amount of regulation for a structure like this so that people could provide homes either as extra rental properties or for family members. We constructed this to provide housing for my mother, who is elderly.
Well, I wanted to downsize. At my age, that's what I wanted to do. Initially, my involvement was through the computer because Eric engaged the services of Murray Lambert, a top building company, and selection of design and materials and different patterns. Allison engaged me every step of the way.
This is an 825 square foot structure, but it actually looks more like 1,000 because of the spatial considerations. Micah was great. He took the ball and ran with it and came up with this really great combination.
It always appealed to me, high ceilings. It gives a sense of space, of openness, and I like that. I feel involved. I'm very much part of the process, and that's very respectful and meaningful to me, especially at my age. I am 94 years old.
The aesthetic features like the front of the home, the large door and the elevated windows, and there's a column that divides the structure that looks very modern. It looks like a Guggenheim museum piece, and it's a different color. And it was a pleasant surprise. And I could tell that the tradesmen, whether it was stucco, framers, concrete guys, they all kind of fell in love with the design. You could tell. They were really excited about, the features of this, this small little project.
I felt a real sense of integrity there and commitment, and I was impressed. And it was easy, it was fun. Oh, I would give this experience a 10 for sure. Plus, 10 plus.
Another way to get ready for spring is to move all your winter clothes to the back of your closet. If you're limited on space, you can use underbed storage for your winter wardrobe. Then dig out those colorful tees and flip-flops. Welcome the beautiful weather. Let's see what's coming up on the show. A jewelry store dedicated to a different kind of buying experience. And we visit a new museum in Tucson celebrating Black Arizonans. February is Black History Month, and one place in Arizona is celebrating a labor of love to honor Black Arizonans. Joining us to discuss the opening of the African American Museum of Southern Arizona is founder and executive director Beverly Elliott. Hi, Beverly.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you here. Now, I just love the idea of this museum because you got the idea from your 7-year-old grandson in 2021. How did that happen?
Well, I tell you, his teacher had assigned the classroom to let's do a report on a famous African-American hero or shero. He does this report, and in the meantime, he looks at me and says, "Aren't you working for a museum back in Michigan?" "Yes." "Well, where's the museum here that shows people like me, African-American folks that look like me?" That didn't happen, and we ended up doing some research. There was not one. So we are the first.
Beverly, the museum just opened in January. How does it feel?
Oh, it's a big relief to get everything going and open. Most museums take 5 to 20 years. This has been 18 months. So needless to say, we did not have our display cabinets ready. There were a lot of things that, little things that we needed to continue to work on. But we just felt it was the ideal time. And we had anticipated and talked with several museums who kind of told us, anytime something opens like this and the size that you are, expect 70 to 80 people. We had 360 people in 2.5 hours. So that showed that there was a need and an interest for this museum. So it made us feel great that we were providing the community with something that they wanted and needed.
We got to ask, what did your grandson say? What was his reaction when the museum opened?
Well, the biggest thing he asked me to always say about him is that he is 9 now. He's not 7. But he has been there every step of the way. Just like he said, he wanted to help. One of the things he wanted to make sure is that one of our social justice issues that we're addressing right now is the Crown Act. But one of the things he thought about and we talked about is how to make people proud of their hair, because the Crown Act is about hair discrimination, and we want to clear that up, especially in the African American community. Well, one of the things he thought about, he said, the Crown Act, I think everybody should get a crown when you talk to them about the Crown Act. So now, just like when you go to Burger King and used to get those crowns, we have crowns there as you walk through that particular exhibit.
What can people find at the museum? What will the experience be like?
The museum is on the campus of the University of Arizona. We have a display of the Buffalo Soldiers. We have an exhibit with Coach Fred Snowden. Coach Snowden was the first African-American basketball coach in NCAA Division I at a major school in the United States at the University of Arizona. We also have a quilt that basically tells you about a slave code. We have probably already completed maybe 12 to 14 oral histories, 5 or 6 legacy stories. We have 2 big screens that you can sit and listen to these amazing people tell their life stories. In every group that's gone through, the biggest thing we want them to do when they leave is to say, I didn't know that. And I have to honestly say, I have not heard anyone say they didn't know everything that we have in the museum. What we're hoping to do, and we hope people get out of this, is that we want to weave that African American history into American history, because that's exactly what it is. We have been deleted on purpose and sometimes forgotten or left out. We're just very proud to be able to weave that African American and Black history into American history and the history of Southern Arizona.
Beverly, great job. Thank you so much for sharing all of that information with us, and thank your grandson too for the great idea. And if you would like more information on the African American Museum of Southern Arizona, just head to their website. Why not recommit to your health this spring? You can jumpstart your exercise routine by getting outside and walking. It's not only good for your heart, it's a great way to clear your head after a long day at work. Now, before you lace up your sneakers, let's just take a peek at what's coming up on the show, and then you can go for a walk. Big bugs are the highlight of a new exhibit for the family. And we visit a jewelry store offering dream engagement rings. If you're looking for something to keep the kids entertained, well, we've got a new adventure with enormous butterflies and humongous ants. So, let's head to Tucson for their Big Bugs exhibit.
My first reaction to seeing these bugs is, of course, wow! How amazing are these creatures? We tend to see insects, bugs, and arachnids on such a smaller venue, and we don't give them the appreciation that they deserve. When they are now life-size, huge, massive animals, we can sit there and see all these intricate details of what makes these creatures so amazing. There's over 10 quintillion insects on our planet. That's amazing. So it's great that we get to appreciate them as big as they are here at the zoo, but then also we do want them to be as small as they are in real life. This is definitely a Honey, I Shrunk the Kid experience, where instead of them being small, now they are giant and huge, and it really gives you again that appreciation on all the intricate details that make up these amazing creatures.
Our mission here at Reed Park Zoo is to inspire people to want to protect wild animals and wild places, and that goes for all animals, from the giant elephants to the tiniest ant or caterpillar. And we hope that by bringing big bugs here to Reed Park Zoo, we're teaching people about how amazing all of the animals are on our planet.
When kids and adults come to the zoo, you get to expect to see over 30 bugs from around the world. And every turn that you make, you not only get to see our amazing animals that we have here at the zoo, but now you get to experience these larger than life-size insects. By growing them up and having them larger than life, hopefully people will gain a respect for them, learn from them, and then understand why we need them. Knowledge is power, and when we have that power, we we have an understanding of how everything works together. And by doing that, we can live more harmoniously with all of our creatures and understand the role that they play and what role we play in their world. You have these creatures from all over the world, and everywhere you turn, you're gonna get an opportunity to meet them bigger than life here at the zoo, which is really, really exciting. Every day, our education program, our education department is going to be bringing out some of those ambassador animals where you'll get an opportunity to meet them. So make sure when you come into the zoo to check out the timing. Usually it's at 11 o'clock, but check out the timing to be able to get up close to some of those amazing guys. Reid Park Zoo is wonderful to visit around the year, but now is a great time. Weather is perfect, the area is perfect, and this is a great time to come out and see our big bugs. So make sure to not miss this, because no matter what's bugging you, we want to see you here.
Springtime is a popular time for engagements. So if you're still looking for the perfect ring, well, we've got you covered. The team at Armentar Jewelers will provide you with a customized experience to create the ring of your dreams.
Armentar Jewelers is a locally owned, family-style, full-service retail jewelry store that's been serving Acadiana for over 80 years. We specialize in all kinds of fine jewelry, from large diamonds, custom engagement rings, small gift ideas, and everything in between. Armentar Jewelers is a different type of jewelry store offering a different buying experience. Our staff is not made up of pushy salespeople. Instead, we are jewelry designers, personal shoppers, and project managers that work as a team to make any jewelry request in any category, in any budget, into a reality. Buying an engagement ring is a bit of a process, but it can be very easy. We really want to help you to come up with the design, and then from there, fill in the center stone. It can be a variety of options, from natural diamond, lab-grown diamonds, to colored stones, to even simulants. We want to interview you first, find out where you see value, what things are important to you. From there, we go to work. We find the best possible options that allow you to be able to sit down and evaluate each thing individually. We have an extremely large selection of engagement rings at Armentar Jewelers. Not only do we have 300 or so items on the floor where you can try on and take a look at, but each one of those items are completely customizable, where we can control the size, the shape, the color, and beyond that, we actually do complete custom design work, so our options are truly unlimited. Using computer-aided design, we can offer complete custom engagement rings, where we can control the design elements from a simple picture, a sketch, or any idea that you have. And the greatest thing about it is that it doesn't cost any more than if you buy an item right out of the showcase. Lab-grown diamonds are a relatively new option for the jewelry industry. Over the last handful of years, technology has progressed enough to where we can replicate the intense heat and pressure that it takes to be able to grow diamond crystals. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically identical to mined diamonds, so they act the same, look the same, perform the same over time. But now you have the ability to be able to control sizes and qualities of diamonds, making them much less expensive. You can purchase a lab-grown diamond as an option for about half the price of a naturally mined diamond. The beauty of made to order is that it's not more expensive. In fact, because we control every aspect of the design and manufacturing, we can provide jewelry with the style you desire in the quality you expect at the best possible value. Our service is free, the design process is quick and easy, and there's no obligation to proceed if we can't match your request. We understand that coming into a jewelry store for the first time can be a little scary. You don't know what questions to ask, or how much anything is, or whether you can touch anything. We want you to feel welcome as soon as you walk into the door. We have a very professional but casual, approachable attitude here. Once you experience the future of the jewelry store, you'll never go back to the old way of buying jewelry. Let us show you how having your own personal jewelry designer is changing the way you shop for jewelry, and that our process of made to order offers high quality jewelry at lower cost.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming up on Creative Living. How getting the home of your dreams could be within reach. Finding a home in this up and down market isn't easy. So, the experts at Manual Builders explain why building new might be the best option for your family.
I'm Candy Viator, and I'm a building consultant with Manual Builders. Building a new home right now is a really great idea for a few reasons. You're able to customize features with a really low inventory on the market right now, so you're able to find and build the home of your dreams without having to search endlessly around the market. Manual Builders offers a wide arrangement of different options when looking to build or customize a new home. You can either build on your own property or look in one of our many communities that we offer. They both offer very customizable and beautiful features that can get you in a home to fit your specific needs and wants. We understand that home buying can be a very difficult and stressful decision. What we do here at Manual Builders to help you is walk you through all of your options, whether that's on your own property or in one of our communities, to see what best suits your needs, your wants, and the easiest route for you to get in your brand new home. Manual Builders offers both move-in ready homes and pre-sold options in our communities. One of the advantages of buying one of our move-in ready homes is that it's a lot faster process. You're able to start from a home already in construction and be in that beautiful home much sooner. If you're interested in looking at what homes we have available in our communities, you can always start on our website, manualbuilders.com. You can also give us a call in the office and speak to either our development or building consultant team to get all that information. At Manual Builders, we don't want to just build you a house, we want to build you a home.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Creative Living. I'm Jane Klaus, and we'll see you next time.